What's up, y'all? It's the Black Dragon HD here. And this is one of my talk about sections. Mainly what my talk about section is we talk about things in society. It can be through relationships, most shocking, most embarrassing, just things you want to talk about. I'm your ears. Contact me and we can talk about anything. Now today we're going to be talking about one of our most shocking things that's ever happened to us. One of the most shocking things that ever happened to us. Now to help me out, this is my big brother Tyree here. He's going to help me out here today. We're going to talk about one of the most shocking things that's ever happened to us. Okay, so Tyree, since you're my special guest, what is one of the most shocking things that ever happened to you?
Well, let me see. Some years back when I was a little boy, my little brothers made a mistake and set our house on fire, not knowing that matches burn and stuff.
I heard this
story.
He
was a curious little boy, so he liked to play with matches.
I heard this story.
And me being me, I was so into video games when I was a little boy, which all boys were back then. I was so busy playing Super Mario Brothers, in my flow. And my little brother set the brand new matches on fire in our house, And the flame just went woof. Big old flame. And I was so into the game, and he kept grabbing my pants saying, "Ty, fire, 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 fire." I'm like, what? Fire? I was so into the game, so I kept playing. He kept saying fire. Then my sister Sophia came to me, told me about the fire, so I paused the game and got up. And I seen the bed was boom, on fire. I'm like, oh man. And how our house was designed, it was an apartment. So it was two sections to our apartment. One part where we was the bedroom, and the other side was the kitchen and the bathroom and all that stuff. But my mother locked it because she left me in charge because she went to the restaurant to get us something to eat. She went to the Chinese restaurant. And the other side, I couldn't get to the water side of our apartment because it was locked. So I was looking around for everything to try to put this fire out. All sorts of liquid that I seen around, but nothing worked. We needed water. So the only thing I did was picked up my little brother and my sister in my arms, ran down the steps and got out of there, Until my mother got back. My grandmother lived next door to us, so that was a good thing right there. So man, that was rough right there. Then I got featured on the news after that, got a certificate for being a hero and stuff. Even though our house got burned down. The school supplied us with more supplies and stuff. We got more clothes and everything. Even though we lost our stuff, but we made it out there safely. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad everything happened good with me, my brother. That's why he is my hero and he is my idol. I tell him that all the time. I love my brother. I look up to him so much. And trust me, I know how it is about games. I had to give away my PS4.
Oh yeah.
I had to give away my PS4 for obvious reasons. All right, well, thank you, Ty, for sharing your story.
No problem.
All right, now I'm going to tell you one of my shocking stories. This has actually happened a couple of weeks ago. I was at my corner store that was right here. The corner store is like literally right across the street from here. Mm-hmm. And I was in there and I went to go get a ginger ale, some chips and a cake, right? And so when I went in there, it was a young woman and it was an older woman and it was me, right? As I'm in there, the young woman got a little Skittles or whatever she was getting, and she left out. Now the older woman, she was old, because she had a walker, she was old, and she had like 4 7 2-liter ginger ales. I'm like, wow, she can get all these ginger ales for, but none of my business. I helped her with the bags as I escorted her out. Right? As I'm escorting her out, a young man comes inside. Young man comes inside. He was young. He's like my age. I think he may be a little younger than me, at least about 18, right? And so he told me, he was waiting patiently, and he was like, man, you in line? I'm like, yeah, I'm in line, but I said, I don't even know what I'm gonna buy yet, because you know how sometimes you got that feeling you set yourself out, and you know what you're gonna get, but when you actually go in the store or somewhere, you forget the hell what you wanted to get. That's how it was. I'm like, man, you can go and do what you gotta do, right? So I went in the back where the Top Pops and the Tropical Fantasies. I love those drinks. And I was trying to get me a drink. I got my drink. I got a ginger ale. I want it. Right. And as I'm getting the ginger ale, I hear him. He's in the front talking to the little Chinese or Korean, in that region. I don't know what she is. But talking to her, right? And I guess he was getting mad over a sandwich that he bought. over a sandwich because she was talking to him. He like, didn't I tell you I didn't want this? I told your ass I didn't want this. And she's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm like, oh shit, it's about to be some stuff. All right, and he tells her, I told you I didn't want he didn't want onions, or he didn't want mayonnaise on his cold cut. She gave him onions and mayonnaise on his cold cut. He didn't want that, so he was mad. He was mad, like he was going on, he was like, I don't want this. Okay, give me my money back, right? And she was like, no, I can't give you. He want another sub. She's like, I can't give you another sub. You bit off this sub.
Right.
She said, I cannot give you another sub because you bit off it. What I'm gonna do with the bitten sub? Now I understand her point, because that's like you going into the store and getting a bag of Dorito chips, right? And you open it and then you eat like 2 of them. And then you realize you didn't want the shit. And then you go back and tell her, yeah, I don't want this. You can't do that.
Right.
Like, you can't do that. What is you going to do with open Dorito chips, man? You can't do that. But then I understand his point as well. Like, he paid you his money and you messed his order up. So either you can fix him another sub or give him his money back.
Right.
You got to do something. I understand her plea and him. Like, man, she can't do nothing with a bitten sub, but you do have to give him something, man. He paid. And then I'm over there, I'm going in the back, I'm going farther in the back because I didn't want to had no part of it, right? And you be like, B, I told you, bitch, I done told you, I don't want this on my sub. You're going to give me another sub or I'm going to rack some shit up. And she's sitting there, no, I'm not giving you no sub. I cannot give you another sub for that sub. He said, damn, now I want another sub. She told him, no, she wasn't having it. She was being actually being a kind of little ass. I mean, because he did pay, ma'am. Give him something, either his money back or buy him another sub. He did pay for it. He did it wrong. But he never said his money back. He never said, give me my money back, right? He was just mad. He wanted another sandwich. And she would not give him that, right? So he went off, y'all. He went off. He started knocking shit over, right? Knocking the chips over, knocking the cakes over. And I came here for some chips and some cake. So he was just... through the little glass that they have, when they talk to you and slide your food and your money through the little bulletproof glass, he was throwing and banging and kicking at that at her, and she's saying something in Korean or whatever she is, probably saying, you black motherfucker, you knocking my shit over. But he didn't care. He was going off, y'all. He was going off, knocking stuff down, right? And I'm sitting here like, I ain't know what to say, right? But long story short, he never got anything. He left out mad, chips and cake all over the floor. I'm fumbling to try to find my cake. I got Fritos, Doritos, Cheetos, Funyuns. I got them all on the ground. I'm over here trying to pick them up to find which one I want. Got cakes, got your oatmeal cookies, your zebra cakes. They everywhere. So I'm like, okay. And I come to her and she's pissed off. You can tell in her face she's mad. And I'm like, ma'am, I don't know what the hell was that about, but here's my money and here's my stuff. I'm paying for this, okay? I like this, all right? But long story short, I got my stuff, but he got nothing.
Right.
So all that you did, man, for what? All that you did was for what? You left with no sub, and you left with no money. She didn't give you another sub, or she didn't give you your money back. You just left with nothing. So what was that solve? What did that solve?
It ain't solve nothing.
It didn't solve nothing, man. So while you throwing all that shit around, you didn't solve anything. You just could have asked for your money back. I don't know why did you ask for your money back. She can't refuse you for your money. She asked for your money back. But instead you were so hot, he was so heated, that he didn't ask for it, and the emotion was so high, he didn't know how to make rational decisions. He just went off, throwing shit everywhere. So now you can come back to the store, because I'm pretty sure she don't want your ass back there.
I don't blame her.
And you lost out of money and out of food. You don't got no money to buy another sub, and you ain't got no food. So you're hungry and broke. So that was one of my most shocking moments of my life at the store.
I got another story for y'all YouTubers. You see, I got 5 fingers right here. I would have had 4. My fingers would have been looking like this. I'll say I was about maybe 9 or 10, and I almost lost this finger right here, if y'all can see. I still got where I got my stitches at right here. Stitches is where I got my stitches at right here. You probably can't see, but This is back in the day where we used to have these big sharp hooks on the clothesline. They used to be real sharp. Me and my little friend used to swing on the poles all the time. My mother used to always say, Tyree, don't be swinging on that pole. My sister used to always tell me, yeah, don't be swinging on that, Tyree. But me being a little boy, you know how little boys are. I just kept swinging, me and my little friend kept swinging until I cut my finger. It was so sharp, I ain't feel a thing. After I got down, I seen blood. I'm like, oh. Then I ran to my mother like, Mommy, look. All you seen was my skin hanging down like that. You could see my bone. I ain't feel nothing. It was so sharp. So my father rushed me to the hospital. My sister crying.
Oh my God.
My sister stayed crying about stuff.
She a crybaby. She's a crybaby.
I was getting wounds and stuff in the back of my father's car as he was taking me to the hospital. So they took me to the hospital, and stitched it up and stuff. And that's all I remember because I had dozed off. Woke up, my finger was bandaged and all that stuff. And it healed back, but you can still see where I got the stitches at. Yeah, it look kind of deformed now. But yeah, I almost lost this finger right here. But yeah, I still got it. Looks deformed though. It's crazy.
Well, I mean, Ty, you lucky. It could have been worse. You could have had no finger. You know,
that's true.
Could have cut it all off, and you would have had nothing. 4 fingers. Yeah, 4 damn fingers. Sitting there learning how to eat with 4 fingers.
Right.
How you tell me what's up? Yeah. How do you pick up a phone? How do you pick up a phone with a spoon with 4 fingers, Ty? I don't know how you can do that, man.
4 fingers.
Imagine wiping yourself off in the shower with 4 fingers.
Yeah.
Oh man. But what hand you right with?
My right hand.
That was your right hand?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You never lefty, Ty. That's your right hand.
Yeah,
you probably had to learn how to write with your left.
Yeah.
I'm a lefty, so I'm alright. But yeah, long story short, that's what happened. That's one of our shocking moments. Now, if y'all like this video, give this video a thumbs up. Please like, subscribe, and comment on whatever topics y'all want to talk about. Now, it's your turn to tell us some of your moments. Stay tuned. This is the Black Dragon HD and my brother Tyree. Thank you for coming out and supporting your brother.
Have a good one, YouTubers. Support my little brother here.
Love y'all.
Support my little brother.
And we out.
Thanks.